Hey, Oswald, coming at you from Gen 1010 here with Shirk. Shirk, have you heard about Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce?
Yes, of course I know. I
I thought
watch
you were
football. I watch these motherfuckers on, like making googly eyes at each other, from the suites to the stands to the football field.
A football star like Travis Kelce with a mega popular superstar like Taylor Swift.
Well, I think like Travis Kelce has been building up to this because did you know he had a dating show, right?
No, I don't.
You
Explain.
don't know that.
No, I don't.
There was a show on the E Network called Catching Kelce.
Okay, I want to play a little game with you if that's cool to find out kind of like what your type of girl is. It's called Kill, Marry, Kiss. Taylor Swift, Ariana Grande, Katy Perry. Kill, Marry, Kiss.
Ariana is kill.
Okay.
Unfortunately, love you, but you're gone.
Okay.
And then Taylor Swift would be the kiss, and then Katy Perry. What's the last one?
Katy Perry.
Katy Perry would
Marry.
be the
Marry,
Katy Perry would be the
He's
marry.
like,
Like one of these, the Bachelor offshoots that's on a lesser network with like way less money or whatever. But Travis Kelce was the catch, and he had all these women like courting him, or he's courting them, or however that works.
This was like The Bachelor?
Yeah. It was called Catching Kelce.
Catching Kelce was on his own The Bachelor.
Right.
And now he's pursuing Taylor Swift.
And now he's pursuing the most famous woman on the planet.
Wow. I didn't even know.
He went like, I put in my time in the mines, I've like worked my hard labor, and now it's time to cash in.
Okay, so I did my research.
Okay.
Apparently, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are both 33 years old and only a few months apart.
Okay.
Okay, so they look like they're in the same, I'd say, culture. They're both stars in their own right. Obviously, one's a mega superstar, which is different. But people, at least in the United States, know who Travis Kelce is. But Taylor Swift, she's in a different stratosphere.
Yes.
But at least they generally know what it's like to be famous. So what are some cons for this couple?
Well, I mean, a lot of people are saying that they're only doing it for publicity. They're saying that, based on, they're analyzing the body language, because there was a video taken by a reporter when they were leaving the football stadium, and people are commenting on the body language and saying, they weren't touching each other, they weren't affectionate enough, so they're not a real couple, that they're only doing it for the publicity. But then you have these Swifties, because I don't know if you know about Swifties, but they are meticulous.
Oh,
they have attention to detail. They can solve crimes. They could probably solve all the world's problems. Like, they are probably the most thorough group of people on the planet. So they are researching their astrology signs and finding out if they are the perfect couple.
So you're saying they're forensic researchers?
Yes.
And what do they think? What from an avid Swiftie fan such as yourself? What are the Swifties saying?
I'm more of a dabbler. I consider myself a Swiftie, but more on the perimeter.
Okay. A perimeter Swiftie.
Yeah.
What are they saying?
I think so. I am also not an astrologer or passionate about astrology, but from the tweets that I've seen, I mean, I think it seems like they're a good match, like the Swifties for the most part seem to be enthusiastic about this coupling. Now there are some detractors who there was a tweet that someone was very upset that Travis Kelce was aggressive with someone at football practice this summer, and that means he's abusive. So, there is already some dissension in the Swiftie culture about whether, his behavior at football practice may mean that he is an abusive man and blah, blah, blah. But there's also, the astrological things that seem to be pointing that they could have a promising future. So, I mean, the world is their oyster. I'm very excited to see what happens.
Well, I think as long as Travis Kelce isn't a Scorpio, there might be a chance for love. Because as everybody knows, Scorpios, you can love them, but you can't be with them forever. Everybody knows this. I think it's common knowledge. So there are other available bachelor football players out there. And one of the most noted bachelors in the NFL would be Jimmy Garoppolo.
How does that feel?
Feels great, baby.
Quarterback for the Las Vegas Raiders. What do you think, Shirk?
What do I think about Jimmy Garoppolo? I think he's handsome.
Okay.
I think everyone would have to agree on that. Even if you're like the straightest man on the planet, you'd have to agree that he's an attractive man.
So let's take a look at some of the pros and the cons. Now, Jimmy Garoppolo would be my candidate initially if I think of a superstar like that. But let's go ahead and take a look at the details. Travis Kelce is a Super Bowl winning tight end. Jimmy Garoppolo is a Super Bowl losing quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Yet, who is more suited to date a mega pop star, a tight end or a quarterback? Shirk, your thoughts?
You would think that it would be the natural answer you're asking for is a quarterback, because like popular people with popular people. But I think the dynamic of the superstar pop singer with the tight end, the emerging position, is a little more intriguing to me. I got to be honest with you. I think the quarterback thing is kind of a little cliche. And I think that when you have a middling quarterback who is lucky to even have a job versus a tight end who could arguably be the greatest tight end of all time, I think it's no contest. It's the tight end.
Okay, so you're saying that women appreciate a tight end more than a face like Garoppolo's? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, Travis Kelce is nothing to sneeze at.
Okay, so Travis Kelce, a point for Kelce there. Okay, next. In your opinion, who is more handsome? Jimmy Garoppolo or Travis Kelce?
In my opinion, as a straight man, Jimmy Garoppolo.
Okay. So Jimmy Garoppolo won, Travis Kelce won, because I also agree. Next, who scores more on the field? Jimmy Garoppolo or Travis Kelce?
Oh, that's got to be Kelce. No question.
I'd say that this year, it's Jimmy, but altogether, Travis Kelce. So Travis Kelce 2, Jimmy Garoppolo 1. Now, who scores more off the field? Jimmy Garoppolo or Travis Kelce?
I mean, have you done research into Jimmy Garoppolo's like personal situation? Like, do you know?
Now, Jimmy
Is he
G
married? Like,
is a single. He's a
he's
single
single?
bachelor. He's a single bachelor who has dated such famous people as Kiara Mia, a porn star. I took
No
her
idea
out
who that is.
to date at Beverly Hills. Who do you think scores more off the field? Jimmy Garoppolo or Travis Kelce?
This is the classic, the classic dilemma, because so my impression of Jimmy Garoppolo is that he's handsome but he's boring, and that Travis Kelce is probably pretty funny. So I gotta say I'm gonna give it to Kelce. Like, I think like girls are kind of gonna talk to Jimmy Garoppolo and be like, yawn, like I'll find someone else. But
Now, I didn't say who would get into a relationship more, but who scores more off the field. I think considering he has dated a porn star, Kiara Mia, I would imagine Jimmy Garoppolo probably gets his freak on a little bit more off the field than Travis Kelce would.
I don't know. We're gonna have to split this one because I think I disagree with you.
Okay, so we'll do Travis Kelce 2, Jimmy Garoppolo 1.5. Next, who would you rather present to your parents? Jimmy Garoppolo or Travis Kelce?
So on this note, do we have any old tweets from Jimmy Garoppolo? Because have you seen the old tweets from Travis Kelce?
No.
Have you seen those? So I've retweeted a few because it seems that he was tweeting quite often in 2010, and from what I've gathered is that he's a very good football player, which is good because it seems like there's not a lot going on upstairs.
Not you wouldn't say there's a meeting of the geniuses up there, but more like a hamster running on a wheel.
Right. Yeah. Like he wasn't like tweeting right after, leaving science club or
Well,
these Mensa
Jimmy is
meetings.
yeah, Jimmy's famously an intelligent but non-social guy.
All
He
right.
stays to himself.
So meeting the parents, is that what we're going with? Yeah, I think we're gonna have to go with Jimmy on this one. I do.
Okay. I think that evens up the 0.5 to 2. So we'll say Travis Kelce 2, Jimmy Garoppolo 2. So we're tied.
All right.
Now, who would you present to your friends? Travis Kelce or Jimmy Garoppolo?
Oh, Kelce 100%.
100%?
1,000%. He's funny.
Oh.
Garoppolo's boring.
I agree. So we'll do Travis Kelce 3, Jimmy Garoppolo 2. Who would you take to the prom? Jimmy Garoppolo or Travis Kelce?
Who would you take to the prom? I would take neither of them to the prom. I would take Taylor Swift to the prom.
If you were a girl, who would you take? If I was a girl, I would take Garoppolo because I want to be homecoming queen.
Yeah, you're probably right. All right.
Okay.
Fine,
Jimmy Garoppolo 3, Travis Kelce 3. Next. If you were a girl, who would you rather get stranded with in a hurricane? Kelce or Jimmy G?
Well, I feel like Kelce is bigger and stronger and probably more handy. I feel like Jimmy is probably useless, actually. He reminds me of that guy in Yellowstone who just like is kind of useless and doesn't do shit. So I'm gonna have to go with Kelce on this one.
So you're saying Kelce in a hurricane is more Miami Dolphins offense than Denver Broncos defense.
Yes.
Okay.
He'll be
I'm gonna
boarding
go with-
shit up and he'll be like pushing shit around and he'll be doing what, and Jimmy will just be like, oh, fuck, who do I call?
Yeah. I think Jimmy is too bourgeois to be stranded with an
Yeah.
hurricane. Okay. So Travis Kelce 4, Jimmy Garoppolo 3. Okay. Now that's where it gets a little spicy. Here's where the nitty gritty is. The bigger questions, the harder ones, the more tough to answer questions. You ready, Shirk?
Yeah. What are you going to ask me?
If you were a girl,
Which I'm not.
based on appearance alone, who would you rather have sex with? Travis Kelce or Jimmy Garoppolo?
This is the gayest thing that's ever been asked of me in my entire life.
And I completely agree.
You're asking me in a hypothetical situation, if I was not a straight man, who would I rather have sex with? Pretending I'm a woman between two men. This is what you're asking me.
For this show, at the moment, you will identify as a female.
I am. Yes.
Who would you rather have sex with? Based on appearance, Travis Kelce or Jimmy Garoppolo?
Kelsey.
Okay. I'm going to disagree. I think if I was a female, I think I look at these two, I see a dumb mustache and I see a handsome gentleman. I think I'm going to go Jimmy Garoppolo. We'll go 0.5 on that one.
All right.
Final question. And the final, most important question is, who would you give the remote to?
Who would I give the remote to? Oh, it's got to be Travis Kelsey. Come on.
I agree. Travis Kelce wins. If you like what you heard, please consider liking and subscribing. If you didn't like what you heard, have fun with Jimmy Garoppolo. Peace out and ciao. Bye.
Bye.
Exceptional, my ass.